It's literally a powder keg in which there were constantly incidents. Sometimes it ended in legit riots, like Crown Heights was rioting. Now, that was of the ones I've identified, that was the one where races were kind of flipped, in which you saw a Hasidic Jewish motorcade had hit and killed a black child in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and then black people started rioting and looting Jewish stores through certainly the Crown Heights section of Brooklyn. Now the rest of them were all white people killing black people, but point being, the city was just on edge for the greater part of a 10 or 15-year period. And I think people lose sight of that because you think of New York City as this multiracial progressive haven. No, it was a and Boston's the place where all the race riots happened. No, New York was pretty bad in the 1980s. Let's be clear. So Central Park 5 is 80, I want to say 89. It's definitely a few years later. It's a few years post Bernard Getz. But it was certainly a defining moment in that tense sort of violence and race narrative of New York City in the 1980s. Now, the Central Park 5 question necessarily invites but what about Donald Trump question? And Trump really does not and did not appear in the Bernie Getz story. I looked for it not out of a desire to say or think more about Donald Trump than we all already do, but just look, he's every other major high profile figure in New York City politics seemed to have intersected with this case at some point. Where was Trump? He really didn't comment publicly. He comes up incidentally a few times in the book only by virtue of being a man about town, but he really didn't have, at least as I could find in my reporting, anything serious to say or, and meaningful to say about the case.